Here we are gonna add a few edge cases. The first thing is that if the call fails, I want to know if the call failed, and also I want to know inside that Google Sheet how to listen to the audio of it from the call history here. This one is an easy one, so let's go and fix this quickly. So if I go to ElevenLabs, it has a predictable URL in here. I just can copy that URL, go to my Google Sheets, and I can add a new column that's called open. And then here I can just add this string and remove this part of the string, which is basically the part of conversation ID. And then put a quotation mark, concatenate it with the conversation ID that we have from here, and then hit enter, fill it throughout the place. And now every single conversation that we had before is available there. And then if I click it, it will open that particular conversation ID here inside my ElevenLabs. And
Hey, email Sayer, I'm Samantha.
I can listen to it and I can read the transcripts and so on and so forth. So this is one small little add-on that I wanted. The other one is to have an indication like that, like whether or not it got in or not, or it does it have any content in the transcript or not. The best way would be that we check it through an API from ElevenLabs. But I would like to do it a little bit differently inside the n8n with a little bit of more n8n nodes. So what we want to do basically is right after this transcript call, we want to check something. So we don't want to immediately do the evaluation. This evaluation will have a little condition, this AI evaluation. And here we're going to add an if condition. And we're going to check for something in here. What exactly? I'll just come to that. But before executing anything, I'm going to execute the whole workflow and cut the phone call on my phone. So basically it was a missed phone call. There we go. I just turned off the phone call. And then this particular node, if you see it, it is executed, but the part where it's supposed to show the transcript, this is empty. You can see this part, it's empty, it doesn't have any transcript. So we're going to check that particular node in here. We're going to bring the transcript here, and then from here, check if it's an array, which is empty. That means it's an empty array. That means there is no transcript available in here. So then from here, I need to save something there. But before that, I would like to add a so-called set node or an edit field node. And here, I'm going to bring this transcript and I will add, not from the if condition, but from the get transcript, this one. So what I will check here is the length of this array. It's 0. I'll say if it is not equal to 0, that means like there is something inside that. That means it's false. That this particular one, we can call it has transcript, kind of like a field that says as transcript, yes or no, or false or true. So now I can connect this here to Google Sheets, and this false route connects to this sheet. That means like now in this case, we are good to go. And on Google Sheets, I will add a new column, maybe somewhere here, as transcript. And then I'll go to my Google Sheets. I'll refresh the columns. And then right here as Google Sheets, I'll execute the previous nodes. Maybe I need to execute the entire nodes one more time. I'll receive the phone call. I'll cut the phone call. I see. So there is some error in the has Google Sheets. It's expecting an array, but it got Boolean. This has to be Boolean in here because we are looking for a true or false. So that is the issue. I receive a phone call again. I'm cutting it. And now I have as transcript, and then transcript false or true, which will go to this field like this. And then all of these ones, they are also broken because of the naming convention. So we can also fix them through this AI node. Oh, indeed, this is because the AI node is not executed because of the following thing. Like literally the execution went through this route, not through this route, because there was no transcript available. Therefore, it doesn't make sense to execute it through this route. And therefore, now we have something that as an empty, okay, that as transcription was not executed before that. So we can execute this entire workflow one more time. And I will turn off the call. And in here, we can see that as transcript shows false. That means the transcript was not available because we put this waiting time to 1 second and it just went through. And I also turn off the call feature. The purpose of this episode was to kind of like show you how to use these two nodes in n8n and kind of like programmatically check things. But as I said earlier, the better way, the production grade ready way, is to use the ElevenLabs APIs in order to fetch this information, because it can happen that the transcript is available and we need to do a retry logic. But those are pretty much production grade workflows. Right now it's an educational content. I want to leave it at this level. All right, see you in the next video.